All right, so this week we're going to start with Module 3. Going to go over real quick here an overview of Module 3, and then we'll dig into the things that we need to be focusing on. So the course objective, continuing on with the models and management of information and communication technology. But what we're going to be focusing on in this module is we're going to start talking about networks and how they work. So when you're dealing with information and communication technologies, we talk about systems, always talking about systems. The network is the system of systems that allow you to send information from one computer or node, phone, computer, whatever, on a network to another computer. So the network is the various components that allow you to connect one computer to another, whether it's wirelessly or wired, and the ability to send information and data from one node to another requires a lot of technology to be in place. And so that's going to be the main focus of this particular module. Going to be looking at the basic components and the benefits of using a network. So this is actually a relatively new problem. Trying to understand how networks work. In my lifetime, it has evolved from something that was really not so much a thing to the point where now it's such an instrumental part of life that we often take it for granted. But we need to understand how it works as we're looking at information and communication technologies in general. And so then within those networking, we've got the internet, which we all know what it is, intranet, which is essentially a private network, and then extranets, which is external networks. So you'll get into those and learn about the differences there. In the readings, we're looking at networks and cloud computing. Cloud, again, is another way. Really, when we're talking about cloud computing, we're normally talking about storing information. So how you use the networks to store information in a remote location. So the systems that are involved with doing that. Electronic and mobile commerce. So when we get to the point where we're actually buying and selling goods and services, stuff like that, how does that come into play? And then we're going to be wandering into a thing called GEMDO, because when you look down at the assignments, the work group lab is an e-commerce. So you'll be working on the e-commerce side of your work group project. And one of the things that you will do with that is you will create a website on gemdo.com where you will essentially create the outward-facing communication system, the website for the organization that you're creating and what you're doing. Then, of course, we continue with Geometrics Tests 4 and Text 5 and the Module 3 quiz, which will come from the various readings. So that's a broad overview of the Module 3, what we're going to be doing, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.